And welcome to the AWI Review. This just came in the mail today. U.S. Airborne Late World War II U.S. Paratroopers. This is the new hard plastic multi-pose miniature box set from Warlord Games. Very excited to get this. I will be doing a review on the new starter box set from the Bolt Action 2 Band of Brothers, and that does come with U.S. Airborne. So essentially the sprues are identical. However, in this set you get more of them, plus a couple other neat little things. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box itself. Your standard Warlord Games plastic box set box gives you some basic information about what you can expect in here. Also gives a little bit of a background on the U.S. Airborne, and you get decals included in this set. So really neat. This by far I think is going to be the most popular thing here, which is the plastic 30 cal medium machine gun that's included in this box set. So this is the first medium machine gun in plastic that Warlord Games has produced for the U.S. troops. Let's open up the other side. What do you say? Okay. All right, so out pops the decal sheet. Pretty cool, huh? So you get your choice between 82nd and 101st. I hope I got my airborne divisions correct there. Your ranks, your officer ranks, your NCO ranks, and as well as helmet decals. I forget what that signifies. I know it might be squad. I don't know. I forget what that signifies. But I see, if you ever watch Band of Brothers, you see that they have like deck of card emblems on the side of their helmets, and also American flags, depending on if you're doing Market Garden. So let's pop out the actual sprues here. Okay, so let's get these out of the way. You have 1, 2, 3 prone position bases. You have a small team medium-sized base from Warlord Games. So this would be for your MMG team, okay? You get your standard, I think these are 25mm round bases. Okay, and these are the kinds that have the little lip on them, so that you can put all your basing material inside the lip. And this is what you really want to see, right? Well, hold on a second, because we got this promotional little informative pamphlet here that comes with all of Warlord Games plastic sets. U.S. Airborne. This gives you every item that's on here. So if you don't have to sit there and go, what the heck is that? It tells you right there on the sheet. It also has this neat little thing, which is new. All of these configurations, it gives you the points cost and options how to put them together. So you're not sitting there going, man, you know, I don't want to fumble through this. I don't have a rule book yet, but I want to put together a couple infantry squads of U.S. paratroopers. How do I do it? Well, now you know. You don't have to fumble around and screw up and then realize you have one squad that all are equipped with BARs, right? Which should be a hard-hitting squad at that. But now you have information on how many men can carry a BAR, what point cost it'll be, how many of them can carry SMGs, or you know, how many men carry rifles, and you know, so you have all that information on here. You don't have to worry about that too much. So that's great that they did that. That's kudos for Warlord for thinking that through. And then you have your standard brand new U.S. Airborne plastic sprue. There's your 30 cal LMG or MMG. All right. There are your heads. You even get 3 bear heads, which represent the Pathfinders. You get your gear. I like how the gear is set up on this. I absolutely hated the fact that the original U.S. infantry box set had the gear separate from the bodies, and you had to fiddle with that to glue them on. And I just didn't like that at all. So that's really cool that they actually have the gear on the miniatures themselves, and the actual backpacks and things like that. The only thing you have to add to it, which is I think better. So you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 guys per sprue. One of them is kneeling, and then you get a selection of weapons ranging from Garands to carbines to shotguns and SMGs, which is great. And then you have your additional gear on top, including the little packs that go on the netted helmets. You get your knives here, extra ammo bandoliers. You get a pigeon, of all things, your pistol, and some grenades. You also get, this is the only part that I had a problem with. This arm set right here is a pain in the butt to attach to these figures, and I think that's because of tension at the front where the binoculars are. It wants to keep pushing forward, so you really have to kind of babysit or use super glue when applying that, along with accelerant, in order to make sure it stays where you want it to stay. Otherwise, it's going to fly right off your model. That said, you get your little pistol arm, you get your pointing arm. All good officers and NCOs point, so this is really important. You need that. And you get your carrying arms on top of that. I do want to show you something before I end this video, so I'm going to pause here for a second, and I'll be right back. All right, we're back. So this is your standard setup for your MMG team with your Airborne. You have them prone. You have different leg options, so you can kind of give them a little bit of variety. They don't look like identical. The guy's kneeling, prone, they're firing. You got a guy that's feeding the belt, right? This is your standard MMG, LMG setup. Normally you'd have a third guy here. I didn't include him because he's getting painted up at the moment, so I didn't want to take him away from my desk. That said, I am not thrilled with these bases because you get one of these bases. Now, you could theoretically make 4 MMG teams with this because you get 4 different, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of them. You can make 5 MMG teams. You're not limited to just making 1. So you could theoretically make a whole bunch more. I don't like the size of these bases. I think that they're cumbersome. I think that they're difficult to place inside of buildings, on rubble and things like that. I think that they're just a little too finicky. So I don't necessarily like those. However, you do get a bunch of these little prone bases here. And if you're not planning on having a lot of prone guys, you can do what I did. Da-da-da-da. And have a guy firing the 30 cal from a kneeling position, and you're not limited to those big wonky bases. And then for his loader, I just came up with this guy. Now, some of this is a little kit bashed. For example, the ammo bandolier here comes from the German Grenadiers box set. This obviously is a German ammo container, but you know what? I'm not being finicky about it. We're using it. It comes from the Grenadier kit as well. And then this arm with the SMG comes from the U.S. Marine Corps plastic kit from Warlord Games. So this is basically all Warlord Games stuff. And if you, by the way, if you get the Band of Brothers box set, which I'll review in another video, you can essentially make this and just supplement the arm here with a different arm, because this obviously won't come with the set unless you have spare bits from the U.S. Marine Corps set. But you could pretty much make this yourself using that, with the exception of the sandbags. The sandbags, by the way, are from Pegasus. Pegasus Hobbies are the resin sandbags. So yeah, and then I use bandoliers from the German Grenadier box set to have the belt. So everything else is from the Airborne kit. And I just use the ammo can that comes with a set that you would use for the loader right there. And I just put it on the ground here to kind of give it some character. So yeah, you're not obligated to do this. Okay? I mean, you can do this if you want. I wanted to do something different, so I did this. And so anyway, that's that. I just wanted to show you guys that. This kit is awesome. I'm a big fan. For those of you out there who are on the fence about it, pick it up. It's primo, guys. All right, that's it for me. Take care.